Hey there, YouTube fans. How you going, man? All right. Where do I start? Okay, I got some blood test results again back today, and my Hba1c, which is a measure for diabetes, for those of you who don't know, is worse. It came back as 8.2, which is really bad. And Hba1c IFCC is 66, which is high. That's up from 7.5 back in October 2023. Before that, it was 6.4, and then in November 6. My diet hasn't been great. I have to get rid of a lot of juices and anything sugar and carbohydrate wise. That's a fact. Also, I haven't been well enough to exercise, and I do have a theory about that. I started Jardiance several months ago. I think it was in November 2023. And I swear, I think that's what's causing the lower amounts of energy, which is stopping me from exercising, which is making my diabetes worse. So, I think my alarm come on. Sorry about that. Just swipe that. Sorry about that. And that's a alarm to take some meds. Now, I did talk to my doctor about increasing a tablet called Glucobay. I do have the packet here. It's the active ingredient is Hba1c to 200 milligrams 3 times a day. I'm also thinking about increasing Berberine. I'm taking Berberine. Most of my meds are actually behind the camera. Now, I was taking this Berberine extract twice a day. First of all, I might need to go back to Solar Ray, the brand. Maybe that's part of the issue, but I should be taking 3 of these a day. Now, I was worried that was causing constipation, but it may actually be gastric sleeve and other medicines causing that. So I'm going to consider taking the extra 500 milligrams eventually. So I maybe start with 250. I'll just cut the capsule in half, and then see how I go with taking that 3 times a day like I used to take. This is as effective as metformin. With anything like this, please check with your own doctor. I've checked with my doctor and talked to him today about this. There was the vitamin D levels came back to 58. Now that's only in 7 months they've come down, and you know what? I'm gonna start supplementing with vitamin D, which I'm gonna take 7,000 international units every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so that I will have 21,000 international units a week. That's in the research, by the way. That is very important for blood sugar control and bone health and mood and all sorts of stuff. So I think it's that important that I will spend the money. I do have a packet in here. Here we go. So Ostalin makes one without sulfites, I believe. Vitamin D, 1,000 international units. Now, this one they say once a week, but with a gastric sleeve, apparently you don't absorb vitamin D very well. I'm never in the sun, so I'm going to take with the research the 7,000 international units 3 times a week. 1 tablet 3 times a week. Okay, but it does say here, take 1 tablet once per week, or as directed by a healthcare professional. So just be aware of that. I'm doing something my way, and it's still backed on research, so I'm not doing crazy things like taking 50,000 international units. Now, I noticed also that my iron levels are starting to reduce, which is quite concerning. They're still okay. They're still in normal range. And there was a freak ferritin high level last time we tested, but I think that was actually due to taking spirulina, because apparently spirulina has a lot of iron in it. So I might have actually skewed the results that time. But my iron is 14. This is all Australian standards. Transferrin is 2.5, TIBC 63, and transferrin saturation, which is the one you got to be careful of, it's going down to 22, which is still in the technically normal range, but apparently you may feel better at higher ranges. So I'm going to be careful and try to get some good iron in my diet. B12 is beautiful, and of course folate, because I actually supplement with that. That's beautiful. I'm taking bariatric vitamins. I'm taking these are in Australia, B&Chews, right? B&Chews. I'm only taking one. You're actually supposed to take 2 a day, which I may think about, but I seem to get headaches from the iron that's in there if I take 2 a day. But you're supposed to take 2 a day. I may need to seriously consider about taking 2 a day. Now, I don't want to change everything too fast because I don't know what will cause side effects, right? I need to do one thing at a time. Now, let's have a look. Now, potassium was a little lower. It was 3.5, which is the normal range is, 3.4 it was. The normal range is 3.5 to 5.5. And I just realized, I did ask my doctor about it, and he just said, like, your body kind of reacts and goes through cycles. You know, like my body isn't the healthiest. I'm a cancer survivor, for those of you don't know. And I have fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome and diabetes. So, and a bunch of other things I won't go into. But I just realized that bodybuilders, they change their salt, their sodium, and their potassium levels to get ready for competitions in regards to holding water and all the rest of it. So a theory I have, and I didn't take a lot of time to research this, is I do have a lot of salt in my diet. Salt makes me feel better because it makes me retain the fluid. And people with chronic fatigue syndrome, we have a liter less blood volume. So when I retain fluid, I feel better. And that could be pushing the potassium out because there's that potassium sodium balance. That's a theory, an educated guess. I don't know if I'm right on that, but you know, that's an educated guess. I went through, now I'll go back to this Hba1c business. Look, overall, the good news is when you go through back my videos from several years ago, I've lost a lot of weight, which is great. And I lost weight from gastric sleeve surgery and getting my diabetes under control. But I've got a lot more weight to lose. I do understand that. And this kind of result, I kind of knew that this was coming, unfortunately. And I really got to get onto this. And I think, first of all, someone in my shoes, when your diabetes is getting worse, you got to look at your diet. And I said to my doctor, you know, like, I need to cut my carbs. And he said, oh, no. And I said, he said, but you need some carbs. And I said, yes, you're right, because I have reactive hypoglycemia. That's another topic. But I said, you know, basically, you got to control your diet. And I need to control, you know, Coca-Cola and chips or whatever, like bad stuff that I'm having. Any sugary and juices as well, like fruit juices is not good. I really need to kind of get it together and be more hyper vigilant on my diet again. Now, I'm a normal human being, you know, like I won't tell you my age, but you know, like you want to enjoy your life, but really this causes me a lot of stress to find out that things are health-wise are not they're getting worse, right? So I'm the type of person that when I see something like that, it's a great motivator for me. And hopefully you're the same kind of person. And I hope that this helps you. Please remember to like and comment and subscribe. If you do, I haven't finished the video yet. Now, I just want to kind of calm down a little bit. And speak a little bit more about these topics. Now, the random glucose, so they tested me. I was still fasting, but it was about for 11 hours. That's why they call it random. Was high. It was 8.4 in the Australian standard. And they're saying here that the normal range was for random was 3.6 to 7.7, and a fasting glucose needed to be, well, 3.6 is hypoglycemia. I don't know why they say that. That is too low, frankly. But anyway, it says 3.6 to 6. That is quite surprising to me because 3.9 is hypo, low blood sugar. And anyway, it was 8.4, which was not good. And then cholesterol and all that a little bit higher. I never seem to worry about that, frankly. And so the vitamin D was 58, which surprises me. In the past it was 39, but this is actually still, I should only have an injection once a year, and it's going down to 58, which is surprising in 6 months, I think it was, because I would have got that in October 2023, the injection, or November, the next month. So that's quite surprising. And we're coming into winter, so you need, it says here you need 10 to 20 nanomoles per litre higher at the end of summer. So then 49, sorry. So let's say 50. So you should be around 70 at least. So what am I going to do? Like Jardiance is a two-edged sword. Okay, this other drug Jardiance that I'm on, it's a diabetes drug. Now it's a two-edged sword. Here's the deal with that. It makes you pee at night, but it does drop your blood sugars. But here's the thing. It makes you crave sugar, so you go off and you have carbs and you have sugar and you have juices and whatever, Coca-Cola or whatever, because you're craving sugar, especially at night. And then so you're going to put on weight, you're going to have higher blood sugars. Like, I'm not sure exactly what to do with Jardiance. I think that these other drugs like Glucobay, which is Hba1c, Berberine, which is natural, these other things probably work a lot better. I have been taking an inositol. This was one of the ones I tried, inositol. It's not cheap, right? 2 grams twice a day. It doesn't really do anything, I think. I mean, my diabetes got worse. I don't know why I'm wasting the money, frankly, unless I didn't get very good quality inositol, which is possible because I didn't pay a lot of money for it. I just wanted to try it. So there is that, I guess. I wouldn't rely on this as well as the diabetes medicines. All the diabetes medicines that I choose are designed to lose weight, normally, on normal people. All right, so I don't know if I've missed anything I wanted to talk about. I would like to see, exercise is going to change your blood sugars too in a positive way. It's going to bring them down. And the problem is with me, I haven't had a lot of energy lately, and I think that Jardiance is the culprit. I think Jardiance is making me feel even worse, even though I have fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome. And then I think the Jardiance is making me feel worse, even though I'm only taking 5 milligrams a day. And I think poor sleep may contribute to that as well, which will raise your cortisone levels, which is not good for your blood sugars as well. So I'm going to have a think about what I'm going to do. But we did discuss with the doctor increasing the Glucobay, which is the Hba1c, which I told you about earlier, that blister pack there, which was 200 milligrams 3 times a day. If you can see that in the writing there, Glucobay. It's this is like a different company one, so they call it Glyphosate, but the active ingredient is Hba1c, 100 milligrams. So Chinese, Italians, we love this because we love our carbs, and the doctor kind of agreed to 200 milligrams 3 times a day. Now, yeah, Not sure if that will cause fatigue, but we will see. Really, it comes back to the bodybuilding adage, you can't outrun a bad diet. So, yes, I know everybody's saying to me about diet. Hey, I'm a human being like everybody else. I'm man enough to admit my mistakes. I don't have a perfect diet, but I have a Mediterranean diet. I have, I see in the checkout people in front of me, they're crap diets, processed food, and then they see mine with mix of vegetables and meats and fruits and all that. So it could be better, and it will get in, and I will improve it. This was a wake-up call, right? We live and learn, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the best that I can. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. I think that's the main things I wanted to cover. This morning, I always like to say about my weight, I'm 149.9 kilograms. And I used to be 172. If you go back to my videos, you'll see me at 166 or something. So, hey, I'm doing better than I was. I want to lose more weight, of course. I'm going to get my testosterone levels checked again. Testosterone has a really big part to play in your blood sugars, in your energy, in your weight gain, everything. So I'm going to check my estrogen, all the parameters for testosterone and all that. And by the way, my thyroid is good, thank God. We tested that. It's always, not most of the time, comes up good. The only time I had a problem with the parathyroid gland was because I had low vitamin D. Vitamin D is very, very important, especially if you've had gastric sleeve surgery. All right, I hope this will help you. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I can't think of anything else right now. I'll leave it there. God bless. Teacher Sal out. Ciao.